Well, the rain has held out. A little cool for this time of the year, but all in all, not a bad evening here for South Suburban Conference Lacrosse. Lakeville North, Lakeville South. Once again, Lakeville North is in the dark jerseys, the black jerseys. They have possession of the ball right now. Lakeville South in the white jerseys. Some disgruntled Panther fans in front of us here. Not pleased at times tonight with their passing and catching and so on. A little frustration. Nice move by Luke Anderson. Does lose the ball. Although he comes back up with it. Panko with a save. Panko is real. Oh, that's a dangerous play. Logan Payne back to Panko. Panko up to Ryan Larkin. Remember, Larkin's normally been a midi, playing long stick for, I think, only his second game. Oh, my goodness. The Cougars have got to get the ball out of there. This just looks like it has disaster written all over it here. They're playing around with the ball right in front of their own net here, and that's going to be a failure to advance, or did they take a timeout? That's failure to advance. They just kept playing around with the ball here. They're just lucky they didn't give up a goal. Well, it was a nice save by Panko, but they never could clear the ball. And now the Panthers trying to cut into that 5-3 lead. Alec Larson up on top. Now it looks like 15. Jack Keene on the far side. Again, when they get on the far side, it's hard for me to see. Or might have been number 7. No, 7's behind the net. I apologize. Number 5 was on the far side. Will Porter. Okay, Hughes has it.
Go North, come on guys!
They're going to try to run their offense here. Right around, good play and a shot. And Panko with the save. Just about went in. Well, here's where the Cougars got in trouble last time. They could not clear it. And they have not cleared it again here. There's still a fight for the ball. Looks like Boisner almost had a little break there, and the Panthers come up with it. If the Cougars are going to be successful, they're going to have to do a better job of clearing the ball here. And I don't know if that's going to be labeled a shot or a pass, and they called that a shot, awarded that ball to Lakeville North. Well, the Cougars have done a good job the last couple possessions of stopping North, but then are not able to successfully advance the ball out of their defensive zone up to the offensive attack zone. Something they'll need to get better on. They can't keep giving Lakeville North chances like this. 8:55 remaining in the fourth quarter. It's been pretty much possession all this quarter for Lakeville North. Alec Larson, senior midfielder captain. Probably see a lot of girls, a lot of parents coming in. The girls are already warming up for the next game on the track. Larson, and that's a turnover for the Panthers as they try to get the ball to number 10, Jack Hughes. Well, now let's see if the Cougars are more successful getting the ball up. They're going to go back to Panko. And again, nobody open. Duckstead comes back for the ball nicely, and this time they finally do get the ball up. Duckstead's going to keep taking it in. Pass, and another pass, and Larson thwarted at the goal mouth. That was a nice play. Cougars called in the crease. That, it's still too early to call it a backbreaker, but that would have been a huge goal if the Cougars could have put that in and gone up 6-3.
Go guys!
Bryce Bauman walking the ball up. Cougars elect not to put pressure on, so Bauman has an easy time, although the pass there, and they were lucky or fortunate they came out of it. And there it is, good shot. Appeared to be by number 5, Will Porter.
Do it again, guys, do it again!
Alec Larson up on top. Panthers still looking for a goal. They've been shut out for quite a while here. Larson, Panko with a save. This is where the Cougars have struggled here in this quarters, getting the ball up. And they do again, unless they can come up with that. Aaron Larson is going to get called for a loose ball push. Boy, the Panthers are really, or excuse me, the Cougars are really hurting themselves by not able to advance it. And now there's a penalty. Boy, that flag came flying in from the referee about midfield here. He's jogging over to tell. Well, I'm not sure what the call is and who's going to be in the penalty here. Well, the South's one man short.
Unsportsmanlike conduct on the Lakeville coach.
Well, they called unsportsmanlike conduct on the Lakeville bench. I'm not sure how the Lakeville South bench. I don't know how in the world the referee on this side of the field could have called that penalty. On the far side, he is all the way across the field, and that could be a huge call here. That was an interesting call, to say the least. And I don't know how that can be, whether it would be on that side of the net, on the Panthers or the Cougars, just from that far away, how he could call that, but he did. So, Cougars man down, and the Cougars are scrambling here. The Panthers, 6:30 remaining here in the fourth quarter.
Number 22, Lakeville, offside.
Oh my goodness, and now Aaron Larson is offsides, and I don't...
Kneeling down, Lakeville South. You're welcome.
And now it's going to be a timeout, and that's unfortunate because you have the Cougars being offside when the play was clearly down here. I'm not sure why the Cougars would go offsides, but I think right now they're down 2 men, and there is a timeout on the field with 6:30 remaining in the fourth quarter. It's the Cougars 5, the Panthers 3. Well, we have just about a little more than half of the fourth quarter remaining. The Panthers with a golden opportunity here, as there's been an offsides call on the Cougars and also an unsportsmanlike call on the Cougars bench. And so right now they're for sure 1 man up, being the Panthers, and possibly 2 if the other penalty is not expired. And we'll see when they come back. They're only sending 4 men out for defense here. You have Carlson 14, Larkin 4, Payne 20, and Larson 18. So you have 3 defensemen and a long stick midi, and that's all they got. And I'm not sure how much longer these penalties will run. The one was just on Larson, just called right now. This is a huge, huge possession here for Lakeville North. The Cougars are going to try to pack it in and do everything they can to stop. And there's a shot whistled wide, and they got 1 man back. The call on the coaching staff now has been released. And so now it's 6-on-5 down here, and they're still going to try to weather the storm from the Larson penalty. Well, Panthers couldn't ask for anything more. They were 2 men up, now 1 man up, and they've thrown the ball away. That is a huge, huge break for the Lakeville South Cougars. 5:57 remaining. The Cougars take possession, although they have not had an easy time of getting the ball up, and especially they're still a man down. They have their goaltender way over the pass from Larson to Payne. Payne does a nice job, although they lose it. And then North throws it away. This has just been a quarter here of a giveaway by both teams. The Cougars have not been able to get the ball out of their defensive zone well at all. The Panthers just return the favor by throwing it away. Panko to Payne, up to Jesse Johnson. Jesse Johnson, they have to keep somebody back, and they do, and Jesse Johnson breaks out. Nice play by Jesse to get it up, and he heads to the sidelines. So the Cougars now back to full strength, and they've weathered that, and they score! And as I'm looking to make sure they're full strength, I think Boisner put it in, possibly with an assist from Larson. That is a huge goal. What a turnaround of momentum. The Panthers were 2 men up, then 1 man up, and now the Cougars are the team with the goal. We'll wait for the announcement, but I believe it was Zach Boisner at 6:41. As I was looking towards the bench to make sure the Cougars were full strength, the ball went in. It is Zach Boisner.
By number 22, Eric Larson.
Well, I saw it right
41.
at the last minute, and Larson with an assist. And he kind of makes up for that penalty he just got by getting assist to Zach Boisner. That is a huge goal. It puts the Cougars up 6-3 as they have scored the last 3 goals of this game here. North has not scored since 2:11 of the third quarter. A goal by Alec Larson. Well, we have a fight for it here now. And going to call a loose ball push, and that's good hustle by the Cougars' number 45, Tyler Landkammer, sophomore defenseman, and he gets control of the ball for the Cougars. Well, the misfires on the man up. Yeah, no call. On the man up, 2 men up actually, and as soon as that, and the Cougars don't advance. Panthers had a 2-man, then a 1-man up situation, and then the Cougars scored right after that, and I think the Cougars are going to be a man up. Now, Aaron Larson, there's a shot. And a couple players here, they better watch out, having a few words for each other. That call is going to go against the Panthers. So right now, things working in the Cougars' favor as they scored the 6th goal to go ahead 6-3, and they look to be a man up here with 4:23.
On the Panthers, number 13, Alec Larson, slashing 1 minute.
Larson off for a slash. Alec Larson for the Panthers, 1 minute for a slash. So a huge turn of events here in just the last few minutes. And there it is, and we're going to give, I think Leo's going to get the assist on a pass to Aaron Larson. That's going to be his hat trick. And that might have just been the nail in the coffin here. We're going to go Aaron Larson on his hat trick.
Goal by number 22, Eric Larson, assisted by number 9, Leo Steinmetz.
And Leo Steinmetz with the assist. That's been quite the combination tonight and frankly for most of the year. Well, the Cougars 4 unanswered goals here to bust this game open 7-3. Still enough time, but the Panthers have not been consistent on offense as they have only scored 1 goal the whole second half. Rohrbach behind the net for the Panthers. Sherman, a little confusion on the Panthers' part, who gets to come up and who's back, and now they got their offense set. Alec Larson stripped of the ball again by Jesse Johnson. Made a couple really nice plays for the Cougars in this past just few minutes. Larson with a great pass across, and it looked like the shot from Hughes was saved by Panko. Time is really becoming a factor here for the Panthers. 3:23 remaining in the 4th quarter. It's 7-3 Lakeville South. There's a nice try. Larson. Well, in just the 2 years that that I've been watching the Cougars here. What a turnaround. I believe it was 16-1 they lost to North in the regular season, lost 11-9, and if this holds, this would be then the Cougars win. So quite a turnaround. Now, they certainly might play again in the postseason, so just because one team wins today doesn't mean that's what's going to happen if they do meet again, but this would be a big, big win for the Cougars. Duckstead over to Larson. Nice save by Larson. Back to Duckstead, and that's all they have to do is rag this clock down. They don't need any more goals. They just have to take time off the clock, and they're doing that. Nice save by Leo Steinmetz. North's got to start doubling the ball. Leo Steinmetz looked like almost down low there. Leo Steinmetz, and I believe for Leo that is going to be his third. So 2 players for the Cougars with hat tricks, Larson and Steinmetz. That should do it. You're looking at 9:25 remaining in the fourth quarter. Leo Steinmetz.
For Lakeville South, Leo Steinmetz, number 9.
And that's his hat trick. So you have Larson with a hat trick, Steinmetz with a hat trick. Steinmetz also has 2 assists. Larson has an assist. And the other goal scorers for the Cougars are Boisner and Duckstead has an assist. For the Panthers, Luke Anderson with a goal. It looks like timeout Panthers. Luke Anderson a goal. Tyler Sherman a goal. Assist to Matt Mulcair. And Alec Larson, and that counts their 3 goals. Right now it's all Lakeville South, as this game was really close through 3 quarters, but in this fourth quarter the Cougars have pulled away, and in fact they scored the last 2 goals of the third quarter. In the first 3 of the fourth quarter they've scored 5 in a row from when we were tied. At 2:11 of the third quarter, this ball game was tied 3-3, and right now it is 8-3 Lakeville South. Don't forget, we have another game coming up right after this. We'll take a break while the girls warm up, and then it's the North-South girls, and that will be for the South Suburban Conference Championship. And we'll talk more about that on their broadcast, but the Cougar girls come in unbeaten in the conference. The Panthers girls, 1 loss in the conference. So this has been all Lakeville South in the last about quarter and a half here. Well, the umbrellas are popping up. I'm glad we're in the press box. It might be raining, I guess. But it's not going to dampen the spirits of at least the Cougar crowd. Now, when one of my other sons was playing lacrosse, both my other sons, there was just one Lakeville team. This is the first time a son on the Cougars, so I don't know if the Cougars have beaten the Panthers before. They surely might have. But at least in the couple years I've been back involved in lacrosse, they have not. So the Panthers have kind of owned the Cougars, and tonight has been a turnaround. But like I said, anything can happen. They might meet again in the playoffs. Well, Lakeville North took the timeout, just over 2 minutes to go, and 5 goals down. That's an awfully tall task. Logan Payne putting pressure. I think I've given credit to all the goal and assist scorers here. I just ran through them again at that intermission. But certainly Leo Steinmetz and Aaron Larson, both with a hat trick, are huge for the Cougars. And there's a shot by number 3, Sherman. And he shoots it wide. Logan Payne is going to draw a penalty. We'll see what the call is, and that's a slash. So the Panthers will go man up. Jesse Johnson coming in for the Cougars defense. You have Schindler, who did a great job. That one possession really sticks out in my mind, the way he hounded that person.
1 minute.
Nate Carlson, 14 is in. Jesse Johnson, 28. Ryan Larkin, 4. And as always, Larson, number 18, Eric Larson. You have 1 on defense and 1 at forward, the twins, Eric and Aaron. Well, man up for the Panthers. Shot wide. And down to 1:37 remaining in the fourth quarter. Rohrbach behind the net. And there's a goal, and that's what the combination we've been waiting for. It's Rohrbach's going to get an assist, and I believe the goal was by number 10, Jack Hughes. We'll wait for the official announcement, but that's who we've been waiting to put the ball in the net for the Panthers, and they just did. 10:31. We're going to give Roman Rohrbach an assist. And I believe the goal was scored by number 10, Jack Hughes. And as we wait for the official announcement, Schindler comes out with it for the Cougars. So, Cougars have doubled up on the Panthers here. It's 8-4, Weston Bauman. And the Panthers did take advantage of that man-up situation. Weston came right to the net there. The only problem is he didn't have the ball. And now the Panthers come out with it, and we are at exactly 1 minute to go. And Ryan Larkin with good defense there. Logan Payne comes out with it, trying to avoid.
Goal for the Panthers at 10:36. Number 10, Jack Hughes.
Now they did give the goal to Jack Hughes, number 10, like I thought, and I'm going to give an assist to Roman Rohrbach. I think that's who passed it to him. Chase Panko here now played an awfully nice game in the nets for the Cougars. And the Cougars in no hurry here, as time is their ally. Boisner looks like he came up with it.